Today we are exploring Sunderland Town Hall in northeast England. By the late 1800s, Sunderland had grown into a major industrial port city thanks to coal, shipbuilding and glassmaking. The town's prosperity, however, had outgrown its civic accommodations. The old town hall and other public buildings were too small and outdated. So in the 1880s, the town council voted to build a new town hall to replace them, measuring to 125 feet wide and 100 feet high. It would be a grand civic building befitting a modern and prosperous town. Construction began in 1887 and it officially opened 3 years later in 1890. The building was designed by Brightone Binion, an architect based in Ipswich. The council wanted a building in the latest fashionable style, something that would impress visitors to the town and reflect the wealth of the city. The resulting design was in the Victorian Renaissance style, also called Free Renaissance. This was popular in the late 19th century and early 20th century. It is loosely based on Italianate architecture with its heavy use of arches, domes and symmetry. But unlike Italian architecture, it does not strive for absolute perfection or idealize classical beauty. Instead, it mixes historical elements freely and adds decorative flair. In fact, historians of architecture consider the style eclectic, sometimes even gaudy. But the people of Sunderland loved their new town hall. Looking at the photos, we can see it had a tall central clock tower, a civic statement that could be seen across the town. Its grand stone facade was adorned with intricate sculptural details, including decorative carvings of coal, ships, and glass, all of which reflected Sunderland's key industries. The building was constructed from local sandstone and granite, materials chosen as much for their prestige as for their strength. No one lived in the town hall. It was a civic building containing offices and rooms for debate and ceremony. Inside, there was a large council chamber where local laws were debated and voted on. There was also a public hall that could be used for concerts, lectures, and other ceremonies. These rooms were finished out with fine wood paneling and decorated with coats of arms and other symbols of civic pride. In addition, there were offices for the various departments of the council and to large stained glass windows, depicting Sunderland's coat of arms and maritime themes. But the town hall was more than just a building. It was the center of civic life in Sunderland, the place where important decisions were made and where public gatherings were held. It was also a place for the community to come together for celebrations and royal visits. In 1910, King Edward VII